Poll after poll after poll after poll has repeatedly shown that the American public wants Medicare for all. And according to the latest Politico Morning Consult poll, 65% of Democratic voters are more likely to support a candidate in the upcoming primaries if that candidate backs Medicare for all. Not some kind of tweaks and adjustments to the Affordable Care Act, not a Medicare expansion while relying mostly on private insurance. Nope, 65% say Medicare for all. And it's important to point that out because right now there's only two candidates who still say they back Medicare for all. And that's Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. The only two out there, at least according to a recent report from Common Dreams. We know that Kamala Harris does not support Medicare for all anymore. Joe Biden released a very emotional and powerful video about how kick-ass Obamacare is and private insurance. So we know he's not going to be on board for this. And he's actually using his son's death to tell us that private insurance is great. In the video, he's like, I don't know what we would have done if we didn't have private insurance there for us. Okay, well, you actually had to get money from Barack Obama to pay your medical bills. There's plenty of people in this country who have been told by their health insurance company that, hey, guess what? Sorry you got terminal cancer. We're not covering that. Good luck. Do you want a brochure for coffins? Private insurance is garbage, and private insurance has to go. And 65% of Democratic voters agree with me. And they agree with Bernie, and they agree with Warren. They want Medicare for all. They don't want some kind of wishy-washy, half-assed solution that might get us to Medicare for all in 10 years. They don't want tweaks to the Affordable Care Act that's still going to leave millions without health insurance. They don't want private insurance running a Medicare for all style thing. They want Medicare for all. And it's time for these Democratic candidates to understand that. It's time for the Democratic candidates to listen to their voters. I am sick and tired of seeing these polls because it's not just on this issue. It's on every issue, and it has been for a decade. When we had a majority of voters who said, we don't want the Keystone XL pipeline, but Obama was still like, maybe we should do the Keystone XL pipeline. I don't know. Stop. Just stop. You're elected to represent us. We chose you to do what we want you to do. And a lot of these Democrats seem to have forgotten that. Bernie hasn't forgotten it. Warren hasn't forgotten it. Everybody else seems to have forgotten that. And that is why at this point, there's really only a two-way match in the Democratic primary. And that's between Bernie and Elizabeth Warren. And both are great. Bernie has some strengths that Elizabeth Warren does not have. Elizabeth Warren has some strengths that Bernie Sanders does not have. You could almost say that the two complement each other so well that they should be on a ticket together, because they should. That is the outcome we are hoping for as these Democratic primaries begin. It's time to get the centrist out of the way, and it's time for the two progressives to debate policy, and then, after that, we'll determine which one of them goes to the top of the ticket. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.